Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now on the weekend I was searching the interwebs trying to find a new tag that I could film this week, and when I do tags I like to find ones that are more interesting and unique and less overdone than all the other ones that you see on YouTube every single day. And I also decided with this one that I really wanted to find a YouTuber related one so that I could sort of chat to you guys about the kind of people that I like to watch, and then you guys can let me know down below who's your favorite YouTuber. So the tag that I found is called Spread the Love YouTube tag, and it's basically just a bunch of random questions asking you which person from your YouTube subscription list you would do that question with. So like go bowling with or travel with, and I just think it'll be really interesting for you guys to find out way more about the type of people that I like to watch on YouTube. So jumping straight into the questions, question number one is, which YouTuber from your subscription list would you most likely hit the bar with? I read this question and I loved it, but then I started looking through my list and I was like, there's kind of a lot of people, because in my opinion, when you go to the bar, there's a lot of things that can happen. You can have a really fun night, so you want to pick someone fun who can drink a lot and just let go. But then also, you know, when you drink and you get into that really deep stage and you just D&M the whole night. So I'd love to pick someone who I really want to know more about, because they just completely open up and by the end of the night you know their whole life story. So checking my list. Oh, I have so many subscriptions because I've had this YouTube account since I was like 12 or 13, so there is well over 100 people on this list. To be honest, I'm noticing that I have quite a reserved list of YouTubers because not many of these people I can imagine going crazy at the bar. So I think I will have to go with Shani Grimond, because just watching her life and her Snapchat stories and how she is with someone like Michael Finch, I think she would just definitely be able to have a good time and go crazy and let loose, and also she would be so hilarious. So that would just be a great night, and I hope that actually happens one day because that would be amazing. Question number two is, which YouTuber would you be most likely to go shopping with? These are actually all quite hard, so they're probably going to all require some thought. Oh, actually no, I know. Wow, that was easy. So for this one, I definitely have to pick Steal the Spotlight. This girl's name is Katie and she is a fashion vlogger and blogger, and she pretty much lives off op shops and Princess Polly, so has a very alternative and amazing and unique style, and she's also just really good at styling things together, and some things that I would just never think to wear or never think to put together, and she puts them on and is just a 10 out of 10, an 11 out of 10, and she would be so much fun to shop with, and she would definitely be able to show me how to op shop, because it's really quite a hard thing to get the hang of, and she's definitely got it down pat. Question number three is, if you won $1 million, who from your subscription list would you share it with? Now this one is hard because there is actually a ton of people that I would love to share with this, mostly the small YouTubers that I'm sort of friends with, so I'm not going to pick one person, I'm sorry, because I can't, but one person definitely has to be Sheridan Sherry Bubble, just because she's absolutely amazing, and I think if I could give her like some of the money and she could just go get a full camera kit and just get right into the film business, I think she would be so happy, and it would just mean the world to her, because right now she works so hard just to save every little penny just to buy the things that she wants to do with film, and if I could just give that all to her, I would feel literally like an angel, so that would be awesome. And also, this might come as no surprise as well, but the second person would be Brittany Rosette, because these two girls are basically my first YouTube friends and now some of my really good friends. So like, YouTube aside, just they would be two people that if I ever ran into a bunch of money I would want to share it with anyway, even just a little bit. Obviously most of it will go to my family, but they're two people that definitely would come to mind. So what would Brittany do with the money? I just think it would just mean that she could relax a little bit, because right now that girl works her absolute butt off doing like 9 to 5, working in a bunch of jobs that she just doesn't really enjoy, but she does it because she has a lifestyle that she has to support, and if she could just, you know, have some time off every now and then, or have some time off to really find a job that she really enjoys and just have that money to lean on, or just something, or use that money to travel more, even though she's about to go to America and I am so jealous. But yeah, I just think that's another person who I would love to share it with, and I know it would mean the world to them. Question number 4 is, it is the end of the world and your phone only accesses YouTube and you have 10 minutes to live. Whose videos from your list would you watch? Also a hard one, because in your last 10 minutes of life, do you want to be laughing like you've never laughed before? Or do you want to be so deep in someone's words that you kind of forget that you're even about to die? I don't know, that sounds really gruesome, but I hope you know what I mean. So for me, I'd probably want to be laughing maybe, so that when I do pass, I'm smiling, and the last memory that I have alive is an amazing and hilarious one. So looking for the funniest person on my subscription list. Okay, no, I got it. If I only had 10 minutes left to live, I would definitely spend that watching Jenna Marbles. Preferably one of her videos, like replying to hate comments about her dog, or reading hate comments to her dog, or the one where she makes marbles float using balloons, or the one where she puts on 100 layers of eyelashes or something like that. She is just one of the most hilarious people ever, and I'm just realizing I should have actually probably gone to the bar with her, because she would be hilarious when drunk. But yeah, Jenna Marbles, I think she'd definitely make your last 10 minutes of life pretty enjoyable. Question number 5 is, which YouTube couple from your subscription list would you most like to vacation with? Do I have a couple on my subscription list? I would love to travel with Marzia and PewDiePie, because to me they are just such opposite people that I just love that they've come together. So for one, I think they'd be amazing to travel with because they're both so interesting and unique, and PewDiePie would just be fun, as well as it'd be cool to see a serious side of him. And then Marzia is just one of the most beautiful people ever, so she would just be amazing to talk to, but I know she also has a little quirky fun side as well. So I just think they would be awesome people to travel with, and they'd really be able to open my eyes up to a lot, but also make it a really fun experience. So that's definitely something that's not gonna happen in my lifetime, but it would be amazing if it could. Question number 6 is, name a YouTuber from your subscription list that you would switch shoes with for a day. I'd probably like to switch with a fair few people, because a lot of them have really interesting lives. Okay, I've got this one. This one might be surprising to some people, because they might think, oh, she hasn't really got an interesting life, but it kind of depends what you're into personally. But I think I would swap with Carissa Pukas, because she lives in Canada for one. My brother's just been there for a while and I really want to go there, so I'm extremely jealous of that. She is also just beautiful, so to look like her for a day would be awesome. And also she runs her own business, so to have a behind the scenes view of that even for a day would give you some really good experience, really open up your eyes, and just be a lot of fun, or a lot of difficulty and stress, but I just think it would be a good thing to do. And yeah, I just think being in her shoes for a day would be such a flip from what I do right now, and it would just be so interesting. Question number 7 is, you are invited onto Jeopardy and can only bring one YouTuber from your list. Who would you bring? Now, I'm pretty sure Jeopardy is a game show, so just like a trivial, everyday, like history questions, not history, just questions about anything in the world. So, who's smart on my list? Oh my god. I don't have anyone who jumps out to me as being smart on my list. So, I'm just gonna have to go a different route. I'm going to pick Alfie, or Pointless Blog, who is Zoella's partner, if you don't know, but I'm sure you all do. Because I feel like he might have a little hidden smart side. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's not so hidden. I don't watch him too often, so I'm not 100% sure. But also he would just be a ton of fun, and I feel like he would have the ability to make that situation really comfortable and fun, and just make me loosen up. Even if he didn't know the answer, he would just be able to talk, or come up with something that sounded plausible, or come up with something that just sounded really stupid just to make everyone laugh. So I think he would just make that experience really, really fun, because really I would be pooping myself. Question number 8 is, which YouTuber from your subscription list most needs a shout out? Now, I don't feel like I like the way this is worded, because it's like, who needs a shout out? Because, you know, you're so good and you can really help them, and you know, they need it because they can't do it by themselves. That's probably just me reading too much into the question, but I'm going to say it as, which YouTuber in your list do you most want to give a shout out to? Because that makes me feel better. So, who is underrated? I'm going to give that shout out to Lucas Wilson. You probably have heard of him anyway. He has been on my channel, I've been on his channel. He's been around for a while. He had a previous channel that actually got deleted, and I'm not 100% sure, but I was sure that he had way more subscribers on his old channel, and they didn't come back when he made a second channel. So I just really want them to, because he is one of the funniest people ever, just one of the nicest people ever as well, one of the realest, one of the I've only met him once, but this is the impression he's left on me, and I love watching his videos. They will make you feel better if you're having a bad day, and I just need everyone to go subscribe to him if you haven't already, because just give him a boost, because he really, really deserves it. Question number 9 is, you just left the club, you're walking down an alley and some scary characters are coming your way. Ooh. Which YouTuber from your subscription list would you want to be there with you? Okay, so I did read this question earlier and I thought of the greatest answer. Personally, I would pick Casey Neistat because I think he would be a really good distraction. Like, even if these people were coming up to us to hurt us and then they came and realized that it was Casey, they would go crazy and they'll be like, oh my god, can I have your autograph? Can I have a photo? Blah, blah, blah. And then situation avoided because they're happy, we're safe, no one's hurt. And we get to walk away and I get to be with Casey Neistat, which is awesome anyway. And yeah, so that's my logic. And question number 10 is, which YouTuber from your subscription list do you gain the most inspiration from? I personally don't have one person who inspires me. There's such a whole range, honestly, so I'm just going to name off a few. One person who is a new recent inspiration is AJ Clementine. Now, AJ is just one of the most amazing people in the world and really inspires me just to be yourself, really. Like, I am fairly myself, but just to always be myself and never ever have even a moment where I doubt myself, because I am amazing and we're all amazing and we all need to know that. Another person is definitely Lauren Curtis, because for me personally, I think she's been through a lot on YouTube. She was kind of like the queen for a while, like in Australia, and then she just, I don't know if it started suddenly, but I feel like it did, that she just got a lot of hate and a lot of people started just really turning against her, and she's really had to fight through that to bring herself back up, and I think she has done that. Like, obviously she still gets hate, everyone does, but she has definitely built her way back up, and I think that's really inspirational, and I still love watching her every now and then because she really is a lovely person. Just pick one more person, and that is going to be the lovely Shanixo, because I think I've mentioned this before as well, that she's always been an inspiration just because she's a beautiful person, and I think she uploads quite regularly. She's always filming, she's always editing, she's always vlogging as well. She just absolutely kills it with YouTube and also manages to stay so humble and so beautiful, and just, I don't really have words for her. She's just amazing, and I definitely aspire to be like her in so many more ways than one, because she's amazing. So that brings us to the end of this video. I know it's been long, so we're just gonna cut this outro really, really short. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe down below if you are new. Also remember to comment your favorite YouTuber and are they the same as any of my favorites? And I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!